Hello and welcome to the E14 Gamecast. I'm your host Rob Wade, and with me is Marc Cummins.
Hey guys.
And Blake Harmer.
Sup?
That's up indeed. And hello to you. And hello to you out there. I'm pointing at the mic. It's a metaphor. So today I thought we'd have a bit of a discussion-related Gamecast, because we've done, what games are gaming, and that's fun. But as Blake pointed out, sometimes we want to save that for written. It's like, yeah, put a written thing up, and people go, "Oh, we know this shit already." You've already talked about it on the Gamecast, and somehow you've managed to get that one out first. Yeah, because it's Rob. So I thought I'd put a question to the group, and we would discuss it as a group. And the question today from me is, what to you makes a game great? With examples where possible. Show you're working out. Brah.
How do I carry the one?
With the Game Gear.
Oh. Hook to the sun. Look forward to that in the crazy train.
Which will go out before this.
Oh, right. That's okay then.
Yeah. This is Gamecast episode 13. This is Gamecast episode 13.
You can just see him recording something later going, correction, it's actually 16. I completely forgot how to
It's actually a crazy train. Fuck.
It's actually episode 40.
Alright, just so we answer the question correctly.
Okay.
Give us an example of, if we was to ask you that question, what sort of answers would you give?
It's purely about what you value most in a game. What gets you excited about a game you're playing. So if for example, you were somebody who really liked grinding, you might enjoy an MMO.
Okay. Alright, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I like customization.
In what respect?
For example, with things like a lot of fantasy games, like new style armors, customizing your character to look however you want.
Okay.
That sort of thing. So every character looks unique. I like that because that means no one's running around as the same thing. It's only something very little. It doesn't help the game, but it just makes me feel a little bit more engrossed in my own character. Which is probably just maybe the most self-centered thing anyone's ever said.
I want it to be more about me.
So that, and having that ability, but while playing with friends. So, for example, when we go online with Dan or yourself, that I know, or Blake, but I don't have a PlayStation 4, so it's
I've got an Xbox.
Oh, you got the Xbox.
It's an Xbox 2, faggot.
Where did faggot come from?
It's a running Gamecast joke.
Oh, fair enough.
Should have bought an Xbox One, lol, faggot.
Thanks, faggot. No, wait, you used wrong. But yeah, like playing like that
Bloody
online.
Sony ponies.
So pretty much for me, running around as your own character who looks completely different to any other characters, but also being able to play with your friends. Because I'm going through this phase of, if it's a one-player game, I get bored. I want to play with people.
So if you can run around in Battlefront, for example, as a golden stormtrooper with horns, you'd be happy with that.
Yes, I would.
Hello, check me out, I'm fabulous.
And next mod.
Yeah, and I'm dead.
They said that this would have the best camouflage.
Yeah. Look, check how shiny.
Where the fuck am I, the Golden Palace?
I don't care if I'm dead, but I'm fabulous.
I'm fabulous from beyond the grave.
and when the other person wins, they can use me as their first place trophy.
Yeah. Golden teabag.
Yeah, unlock an achievement.
That's cold. Ooh, that's cold.
Yeah. You've gained an achievement for mounting Marc's head on your wall.
I don't like this question anymore.
Okay, so what's a game that does that? What's a game that for you kind of embodies that characteristic?
It's weird because I've not found a game that embodies both characteristics just yet. I mean, like for example, Destiny was good, but it was pretty much, here's a new colour. You're still going to wear the same. You're still going to wear 3 classes.
Yeah.
Here's a new colour. You might be different to your friends.
A little more variety could have gone a bit more with Destiny, I think.
With Destiny. But then again, I did like the ability to go online, do missions with your friends. It was fantastic. Cool. I love that. Borderlands, once again, not a lot of customization. Here's a few heads you can choose, a few different bodies you can choose, and a fuckload of colours, so it was closer. But
this is Borderlands 2, right?
Yeah, Borderlands 2.
Can you do, I can't remember. Could you change?
You could change colours. You could change colours.
Yeah, you had your 4 classes, and then you could change your hair. I think you could get like scarves around your head or something like that. Hats, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it's been a while since I played it. As well.
Yeah. So Borderlands 2 definitely brought up a load of customisation. I kind of dropped a bit on that one, but the game itself, I literally lost a summer to because it was so fun. I had so much fun playing with Dan because you got to do that. And the customisation, they put it more towards the weaponry. So you could run around, find a random gun on the floor, and then go for the inventory gun. Oh, hang on, this is a lot better than this gun. I'll pick up that one. That I liked. But, I think maybe... I haven't really found a game that completely embodies that.
What do you find of Warframe?
I never played it.
You never played it?
No.
Really?
No.
I think you'd like that, because that's one where you've got, like... It's
got that Destiny feel to it.
It's similar to Destiny, but it's got more. It's got things like about 12 different armor classes with different powers and perks, and they can be customized down to the color scheme. Is you can do your primary color scheme, your secondary, and you've got tertiary ones for like little.
Oh, hang on, what's this?
Warframe.
Oh, fucking hell, yes, Warframe. Yes, I have played it. Fucking ninjas in space.
That's the one.
Yeah. No, I do like that one.
Yeah,
but the gameplay's a little bit repetitive to me.
I think it definitely is while you're unlocking all the different planets. I found that actually myself because I've been playing it a lot recently. It's one of those ones that I like to dip into between finishing storyline games.
Yeah, I mean, for a game that was free, I will not fault it. It was a really good game. But
it's not one I've never really gave the time of day, unfortunately.
Get on Xbox Warframe, and we'll get a crazy train.
Yeah, man.
We'll get an E14 group going.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. I think I downloaded it and did the tutorial on the PlayStation, and then I was like, I'll come back to this at some point, and then just never did.
I had that. Funny enough, Borderlands first one, I fucking hated it. Absolutely hated it. Then one day after about 2 months of owning it, and then I picked up again, and from there it's like, that's really, really good.
Yeah.
One game that I did get, and I know I've been talking about it for a bit, is the Elder Scrolls one, the new one that came out.
The online one.
Yeah, that one there. And I was so excited for that because Elder Scrolls is so great for customization, that kind of fancy armor sort of thing. But when I went online, it was terrible. Absolutely, I hated it because it's like, Dan, where are you? I don't know, next to a tree. There's a million trees.
It's the Elder Scrolls. You're going to have to be a little more specific.
Exactly. Yeah. But the idea, I mean, if I had more people and we got a game together, maybe it might have been pretty good.
We've got the entire thumbnail here.
The Forest of Rivenfire.
It was too fucking... And then I had to walk past douchebags talking about what would win in a fight, a badger or a fucking panda, I don't know. Just black and white.
Panda, surely.
I thought you said Panzer. I was like,
Panzer?
I'm going to give it to the Panzer.
I don't know, those little...
For some reason this badger cannot claw through this iron hide.
But yeah, as I said, like it was too multiplayer. I need something that gives me the ability to go online with my friends and we can go, right, fuck everyone else in the world.
Ideally then you would have wanted a multiplayer Skyrim, really.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but then you've got the option to go online and play with like billions of other people, or you can just go into your own private world. Like Division, when that comes out, Division, you're going to have your own private worlds, but then you've got Dark Zones. That I like, but again, it fails a little bit on the customisation. Possibly, I don't know, but I don't know. Anyway, that's me. I've done my rant. So nothing embodies what I like about a game.
I must admit, I would say I was probably more the opposite.
Okay.
Because I'm more of a... I'll admit I'm more of a video games hermit, where I'm not a huge...
lone wolf.
Yeah, I'm not a huge... I mean,
hey man.
I like the odd multiplayer game to play for a little bit of fun with a few friends, so I enjoy Battlefront as a quick pick up and blast game. I know it's not a game I'm going to ever put hours into it like on a Home Network, for example.
Yeah.
However, the games that, if I can think of games that have truly grabbed me, like my all-time favourite games, they've all been ones with great stories, or if they don't have great stories, have great worlds that have just sucked me in, and then all of a sudden it's like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, because that's one thing I would say is like something like Fallout 3 does the immersion bit really well, but the story is actually not all that.
But that's what I'm saying. Even though I absolutely loved Fallout 4 after beating and seeing all the endings, but I was a bit like, even that wasn't the ending wasn't amazing. But really, same goes for Skyrim though. You kill the dragon, that's it. Spoilers, sorry.
5 years.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not really. Those games really aren't about the story. Really, it's about getting there. If you know what I mean. It's a bit like how I felt about Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yeah.
I thought that by the end of the game, I was like, I thought the ending was a bit of a cop-out ending.
Okay.
But I actually was like, yeah, but if you had to whinge about the ending, you've already poured so many hundreds of hours getting there, you sort of missed the point, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, that's one of the things I remember being really one of the arguments people using against the Mass Effect 3 ending. Where people were like, oh, you know, all that stuff I did before didn't matter as much as I was led to believe. I was like, well, that's marketing. Correct. Congratulations. You understand how these things work now.
Weirdly, that is one of the few games I've never finished because I've never got into them. Really, considering it's a game that should grab me and I should love, I've tried to get into the first Mass Effect a couple of times and I can never get into it.
No, I must admit, I've played like halfway through Mass Effect and I just couldn't keep going.
The first one is hard going because it's not a great. It's not.
People do tell me to start with the second one, weirdly, which is I was a bit like, for a trilogy of games, that's not a good recommendation.
Like you just cut out 33% of the entire franchise.
This is an amazing series, except the first one and the third one, but I basically play the second one.
The first one is a tricky one because it's good, it's enjoyable, but it is very rough, very technically. It struggles a lot technically. Even when you're playing on like Xbox 360, which is the platform it was optimized for because it was exclusive at the time, it still chugs like a beast. And you know you're running around the home. There's a home world thing off Earth, like a little satellite thing that you go to, just sit there, and you keep going to it constantly, and it still chugs like a beast. And you're like, this is the place where you're going to spend a large amount of time back and forth. You'd think you'd make this load reasonably well.
I think that was my problem with the game, is that it felt like I put several hours into it before I even got the bloody ship.
Well, there is that, yeah. You just turn up, you know.
Because I got into that Citadel, did all the side missions, which maybe I shouldn't have, admittedly.
That is kind of, that's like blaming the game for the way you play.
Well, no, I mean, if someone says, oh, you should go do this, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should go do this, it might be important.
Yeah.
I'm not realising that I've spent hours just walking around this fucking place trying to find some guy in a cafeteria or something.
One thing I will say about Mass Effect in its favour is the first Mass Effect does a fantastic job of making you think that there's a sense of urgency towards the end. So when you've got your last mission, which is the one that will finish the story, they do a fantastic job of making you think, fuck, I better go and do that now. Like, rather than
the other side.
Rather you're like, no, I might do some leveling up.
There's nothing to stop me side missioning infinitely, but I just felt like I had to go and do that thing now. I was like, shit, I better go and sort it out.
Now that'd be very interesting for me because very much like Blake, like if I'm given here's a story mission, but here's a fuckload of side missions like Borderlands 2, Borderlands. Even Dying Light recently. I've been playing Skyrim. I will.
Dying Light. I lost loads of time to the side missions.
The side missions. I will always do the side missions before I do the main mission, just because I'm just shit scared that I'm going to miss one of the missions, and I just want to complete the game.
And also, the other thing I know about me is I also know when I finish the main campaign, I normally just go on to the next game.
Yeah.
There's very little to make me go. Because even if the game doesn't end there and it allows you to go and do the side missions if you want, it feels kind of pointless because it feels like, because you'll hear people whinging about the bad guy and you're like, well, I killed him.
What more can I do?
Stop living in the past, man.
Yeah. Oh, I'm surrounded by zombies. Yeah, but we've found a cure, you know.
Fucking zombies, man. Just get with the times, you're not dead anymore.
Tell you, it makes me wonder where the new Dying Light pack is going to come. Because it's coming out, I think it's this month.
I think it's soon.
No, next month.
If it's not out soon.
So we're recording in early February, and I believe it's scheduled for mid. So I think it's like in the next week.
Is that the one with cars and stuff?
Yeah, they're like, it's a whole new one. But the thing
fucking Lightning McQueen and all that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The thing that gets me about
it's taken a right turn.
That's a weird tongue shift.
The thing that though gets me about
I'm Mater, I'm here for your brains. I don't know how he sounds. I've only ever seen it sometimes.
I'm just begrudging paying the extra £45 just to have a fucking add-on. You know, I'm begrudging paying it. I paid £25 for the actual game. Why should I pay like almost double that for extra stuff?
I think that's the thing. I beat the game and then I was like, I'm good now, so I traded it in. But a game has to truly blow me away to make me even keep it a lot of the time. I very rarely keep games. So.
Yeah, I find myself shelling out a lot of them. Like I just finished Advanced Warfare last weekend. And it went straight in the trading bag. So I was like, I don't play multiplayer. I'm not going to go through that story campaign again. I don't tend to do it again with the difficulty ramped up, even though it might be fun, because I've usually got 10 games to start next that I can jump into instead. So it's just, we were talking about it in the car on the way. You can easily just skip replayability as a factor if you've got a big enough backlog. Because it's just not the first thing in your mind.
If I actually were, if I was to actually rely on my Steam collection, I probably would never need to buy another game for a bloody year.
Fuck me, you're set for about a decade.
Yeah.
What, to 310?
But I mean, like, it's the amount of people that say, there's not enough time in the world to actually play all the games that people recommend.
No, not at all.
Because I've always been interested in. I had it bought for me for a friend for the present, but it was Valkyria Chronicles.
Oh yeah.
Because everyone raves about how great those games are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I haven't. But even so, because I've gone like, I'll play that at some point. But at the moment, I am playing through Mad Max.
Yeah.
Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yep.
XCOM 2. And then I've obviously got other games I've been playing with Cat, like I've been doing like the Telltale stuff, and stuff like that. So on the side as well. Mm-hmm. I recently finished off Order 66.
Order 66.
1866.
I've killed all the Jedi
and the like,
and on my PlayStation.
Yeah. And Fallout, obviously. Yeah.
So Order 1886.
Is it 86 or 66? 1866.
I can never
I can't remember. Yeah. I was just beating it and I can't fucking remember.
I played game, I won.
But even so, I've got a huge backlog, and then there's still like the most recent Assassin's Creed I haven't played.
I'm well behind on those.
I just never really got into them. That's fantastic to watch.
I'm the same.
I love the game. To be fair, but aside from Rogue, which I think because that came out on PS3 and Xbox 360, and I think I'd already moved on to next gen and not really gone back to it.
Yeah.
And I tried the one that was on the Vita, but I couldn't get into that.
Oh, Liberation.
Liberation, yeah. It was too annoying.
Okay.
Yeah, but bar the spin-off ones, I've played all the main Assassin's Creed games.
Okay. Which one? So, bringing it back to the original question, which one did you like the most out of the Assassin's Creed, and what was it that elevated that one above the others? So it comes back into the theme of what makes games.
Yeah, okay. I would say 2 I loved because it was a strong storyline. It delivered on what the first one should have been.
That was Ezio, wasn't it?
Yeah,
the first Ezio game. Yeah,
it delivered on what the first one lacked, i.e. variety, and also delivered a good story.
Yep.
The one that I would say the second best one that I've played since that would be Black Flag.
I've heard good things about Black Flag.
Black Flag I loved because basically it's the closest you'll get to a decent pirate sim these days. Yeah. Obviously I know there were pirate sims in the past, but obviously not like Sid Meier's stuff.
Yeah, the Sid Meier one was pretty good.
Yeah, but nothing makes you feel fun as attacking a fort with a big fuck off ship, firing loads of cannons at them.
Fair.
And then obviously then jumping on and also the combat in the Assassin's Creed games works perfectly well for boarding ships, that sort of thing, and that the close combat's all playing, and also chucking in your pistol as well makes it.
So far, what I'm getting is the things that make games great are customization, multiplayer, single player, and pirates.
Good plot.
Actually,
good plot is what I deviate from. A good plot or a good world that sucks you in. Because I mean, I lost a lot of time to Black Flag's world because some of these open world games they have to be decent enough to suck you in. I find.
Also, with off.
Yeah,
they
can do that.
Those are the best games.
That's a bonus point. But
I've just got done playing Soul River.
Oh no, it's a Soul Rimmer.
Please take your discount and bend over.
Actually, going back to it though, I know I said all this multiplayer customization. If I'm honest though, some of the best games I've ever played have been Ocarina of Time, Soul Reaver, all one-player games. So even though I say I like customization and the multiplayer ability, like I must admit, when I completed Ocarina of Time, I was so sad. Because that was it. That was that adventure done with. I invested so much time and so much effort into that story, and it was finished. It was time to go to the next one.
Like finishing Final Fantasy VII as well.
Yeah, again,
it was like you put a lot of time and hours into that damn thing, and then it ends, and you're like, oh. Yeah. Well, what do I do now?
Yeah. Where does my life go from here?
What does one do?
Yeah. It's a bit like when you completed Faster Than Light.
Yeah. Yeah. I finished Faster Than Light, and I went. I didn't know this was a thing. What does one do now?
I didn't think you could beat it.
Yeah.
I still don't think you could beat it. I was amazed I recently beat 60 seconds.
I can prove it. I'm not just bullshitting. I have got achievements to put, to point it out.
Yeah, no, I know. I the best I've done is blow one side off. I can't do any further than that.
Sides off.
Yeah, that's what I mean. When you said there was a third side, I thought, fuck me, I can't even do the second one.
I blew off the first half. I'm like, there are 3 halves, mate. What?
Is that grammatically correct? Third half?
Yeah, he gave me a proper Vader. Like, what?
Came out of his little eggshell thing. What?
Say what?
But that's why I feel like that game is stupidly nailed anyway.
Yeah. Well, see, so I wonder, actually, are we coming back to the central point being that what keeps a game interesting for you is immersion?
Yes.
Because what we're saying is that multiplayer games where you can lose yourself in it with your friends and play away is one thing.
A good storyline, that
worlds,
world. Yeah. Yes, I'll even agree, because I mean, even games which don't have the great storylines, but they have that all one will go feel to it. Mm-hmm. Like, because so what you want about FTL, it can be a very nails game, but it's never been so nails that I've gone, I can do this next time. I can, next time will be the time I do it.
Yeah. Well, you find yourself slowly, and this is what I found, is it took me 82 hours, but I did slowly get better. Very slowly.
For those people not in the know, the average game is about an hour, so that's how many times he played through it.
Yeah.
What game is this?
FTL.
It's called Faster Than Light. It's a roguelike game on the PC where you basically play it's a little bit like Star Trek, I suppose, for people who don't know. It's in its own world, but it's you're basically the captain of a spaceship. You're fleeing from this rebellion, trying to get back to your home base to get important information as to how to destroy the rebels. But I mean, you travel around from star point to star point basically in your mission to get to like the end point. But throughout that, you get like different things happen. It's like different every time. So you might come across an enemy pirate that you have to attack. Or you might find a planet that's got something. So do you send an away team or do you not send an away team? You can have good consequences, bad consequences. So you could end up dying in the first 3 moves because all of it you accidentally get attacked. You get boarded by a bunch of spiders that eat all your crew.
This just sounds like a very futuristic version of Oregon Trail.
Yeah, it kind of is. yeah, kind of.
This sounds amazing.
It's incredible.
It is a great game. It is unfortunately incredibly nails as well because it's got that luck element in it, which means that you could die in the first 5 minutes of the game through no fault of your own. You just accidentally come across someone that's way harder than you that you can actually beat, or you can get right to the end game and feel like fighting the evil mothership at the end of the game and finding that you can't even knock a hole in it because you haven't got enough gun to do it.
Yeah, so you get through the game not being able to upgrade your weapons once, and it comes up and you're just like, hey.
Yeah.
Out attack shoe.
Yeah, you just see it laugh. Yeah, you just go.
I didn't even make a fucking dent. Yeah, that's pretty much FTO in a nutshell, really, isn't it? It's like, go through an hour and it's just like, I suppose you picked up all those weapons. What?
Yeah. Oh, did you upgrade your shields? I was meant to do what?
What do I trade the scrap in for? I mean, you had opportunities to trade it in for loads of stuff along the way, and you would have upgraded your ship to this massive. Oh shit! You're just like,
wait! Hold the phone. I'm in space.
I've got 4,000 scrap here. What do I get for it? Collecting it up like
just drag it like a trailer in space.
Because you're basically taking this entire ship apart to try and open it.
It's like taking tokens to a shitty arcade.
Oh my god, the main ship's going to blow up. Everyone to the trash bar!
That's the other thing. Everything in that game is really expensive as well, so you've got to be very careful about what you buy.
Yeah, that's it. But
you could have some hole.
What I found is, and again, it comes down to that sort of immersion, and it's that feeling of I am improving. And every time there was a point where I think it was about 75 hours in, where every game I played, I got a little bit further. In a significant strides.
Did it not get tedious though, having to start all the way from the beginning to redo it, or was it just
play on my lunch breaks at work? So I'd have an hour lunch break and I'd just play for an hour, knock it off, and come back to it the following day and start again. And usually a lunch break would be enough for at least one death, maybe 2 or 3.
But you go, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm never playing this again. Next day.
Yeah.
It does that. It does make you turn it off in anger, and it makes you come back to it.
I had so many games like that, but I refuse to get beaten by a game, so I will sometimes go, chuck the control pad, get game ready, turn it, fuck it, I'm never playing again, I'm trading you in. When I get down to game, actually, no. You will not best me.
That's what you want me to think.
You will not best me, tiny plastic.
I know people that get really angry at games to the point that they've broken controllers.
No, I've never got that angry. I never get that angry.
I know someone who's bought, he's on his 3rd Vita because he's thrown it up a wall.
Fuck it, I would really feel like the game beat me then, didn't you?
Yeah, I've never got that cross at a game. Yeah, I've never got that angry at a game before.
The most I've ever done is chuck the controller to the side onto like a pillow or something.
Yeah.
It's like,
I just go, if I get annoyed, I'm like, right, that's it. Basically, I find enough frustration at pushing the quit game button.
Yeah.
And possibly go, because I always think, Stan, pretty much what my dad always said is, I have the last laugh, I can turn you off.
That's when FTL goes, oh, did I not tell you?
Yeah.
And then I just suddenly power down midway through my work.
Yeah. So actually, we can turn you off.
We'll make you lose your girlfriend. Actually, speaking of that, did you hear about that guy, like when the Xbox One very first came out, people would get their Kinect, and he named himself... what was it? Xbox Turn Off.
Yeah.
So every
time, Xbox Side Out. Though,
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Xbox Side Out. So every time, like, who just killed you? Xbox Side Out. No. Someone left the game.
Yeah, I see what he's doing. Very clever.
It was pretty good. Yeah. It's like, son of a bitch.
I think it should just be Xbox Record That, because then, like, who just killed you? Xbox Record That. Oh man, no, I've got a clip of it.
I've got a clip of my own demise. To be honest, in all the videos I've taken, most of them are of my demise.
And that's the thing of going back to the subject of the conversation of immersion. That's something I think that the Xbox One does much better than the PS4 when it comes to making video clips. I've talked about it on the Gamecast before. So the Xbox One lets you take the clip as you're playing, and it doesn't get in the way. The UI doesn't get in the way unless you haven't got the Kinect. If you've got the Kinect, it's really...
That's the thing, I don't have a Kinect. So.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's literally just double tap the box, press Y, and then that's it. No.
A couple of button presses and you're away.
3, in fact. 1, 2, done.
PS4, you have to press the share button. It goes into a menu, which you then click the clip there and then and publish it. So you have to get taken out of the game. How does it work with multiplayer?
I think while you're doing that, you're getting...
You just sound like...
Okay. So I don't get why that would be...
That's why I do it very rarely, and I only do it when I see something funny in a game, and that's why I normally only do screenshots a lot of the time rather than taking footage.
Yeah.
The screenshot's a lot quicker than on the PlayStation.
Yeah, it's just one button press. It's just share triangle to... share, quickly press triangle, and that saves the picture, and then you can go back into the game. It's not that it doesn't take that long.
Yeah. See, I must admit, when I grew up, I had PlayStation 1, I had a PlayStation 2. Like, that's where when 3 and the Xbox came out, Xbox 360, I always kind of went Team 360. I was never like anti-PS, but there is that one game that I will get, and I've always said it, that as soon as Final Fantasy 7 comes out, I will buy out whatever PlayStation is out. And that is the game that will make me... Because I can't just see myself owning both systems.
It may end up on Xbox One.
It will end up on Xbox One, but I know me.
Timed, isn't it?
I know me. I will just want to play it as soon as it comes out, and it'll be timed out on PlayStation when it first comes out.
Yeah. And
it'll be a good excuse to actually have a PlayStation, so I can kind of see what the thing is. But
the only thing I will say, and I've mentioned it again in the past, is I cannot stand the Xbox One's UI.
In general.
I mean, it is a real pain in the arse to navigate.
The PS4's one is better. I'll say that.
It's far easier to navigate. It is just, there's my game.
Yeah.
And it's easier to get into the store. The store is a pain in the arse to access on the Xbox.
The store in the Xbox is awful.
It really is, actually. It's one thing that I know it's only really, really small, but every time I go in and think, okay, I'm going to try and download a game.
Yeah.
And as earlier said, it's like, I look for a game as something that's got multiplayer ability. So something that I could even play with other people.
Even downloading the gold stuff annoys me. Because downloading the actual base games for the Xbox One is easy.
Yeah.
But to download the 360 games, you have to go on their fucking website and download it. Why can't you just have it as a button?
Yeah.
As these are the games, we know it's backwards compatible, so you just have to click on it and download it.
Yeah.
Why do I have to go onto their website and go through Microsoft Edge just to do it?
That is kind of dumb, yeah. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. But I think that's because it's relatively new.
But an update they could have done by now would have fixed that.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of work, really, I wouldn't have thought.
But yes,
No, probably not.
like I was saying,
I can't imagine it. That's what I mean. I can't
Yeah.
imagine it'd be hard to add it onto a store and say you can download it. 'Cause, I mean, it appears in your apps game, so you say it straight away.
Oh, straight that side of things, yeah.
Yeah, that bit's easy. It's
What I
just
do like
why it
is-
has to go the wrong way around.
What I do like is now they've got the backwards compatible thing going. You'll just go on every now and then. You'll just see a big list of games appear, and you're ready to install. That's really cool. I just wish I had more games.
I just wish I had more hard
Don't
drive.
often say that.
I should probably get a external hard drive to be.
You should get a USB hard drive because they are really handy, and especially
Well, the fact I've almost filled up the Xbox already.
yeah.
And I've hardly downloaded anything.
And the USB 3 is fast enough that you can actually stream the games from the hard drive. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to move it back across and play it. You can actually just stream.
To be fair, I
directly
probably
from
should
the-
buy a 2 terabyte upgrade for the PS4 as well.
That'd be good. Yeah.
Although I'd need to look up how to do that.
So here's a question, right? So when you talk about the consoles, do you think that the immersion of the console itself plays a part?
Can do, but then again, I would easily argue I've been sucked into games on any format. So.
Sure. What I mean to say more is like.
Do you mean like the features of the console? added
Yeah.
to it? I mean, yeah, I do like that. I know it started off with the Wii, but the microphone on the PS4's pad, like the Wiimotes thing, does add that. It's a little thing, but it just makes that little thing a bit more handy. Like like if your radio comes in, for example, it comes through the microphone on the PS4 rather than on the telly.
Yeah.
Just a nice little touch like that.
There's
It's a little thing, but it does suck you in a little bit.
That's another immersion thing, isn't it? Because like Alien Isolation does a really good stuff with the pad.
Oh,
because it when you get the motion tracker
comes through the pad.
Yeah, the
I was
noise of the
watching
motion
a
tracker.
video of this guy playing it. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Is this
It's
normal
terrifying.
fella playing Alien Isolation, and just watching him. And I think on a previous Crazy Train episode, I moaned that I hate people who just watch people commenting on things. But when this guy is playing and I'm watching him playing it, he was so funny.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just his accent or what, but I really wanted to play the game just based on what I
the old
saw.
bastard came out of
It was. It's like, what's that crescendo for? You know, it's like, well, it's like, see, I know. Why are you over here? In-game graphics here, computer mechanics.
It's one thing I'm sad is that I can never get into is survival horror games. Probably because of the immersion, is what I would say. Though.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because they shit me up way too much.
That's the thing. The good.
They're great at what they do. Don't get me wrong. I can't fault them.
Yeah.
I just can't play them
Well,
either.
this is why Until Dawn got my game of the year last year, because it was. I'm not usually a fan of that type of game, but it was so good at immersing me in the thing and it getting me involved and getting me engrossed. And
I've not played it, but I'd like to play it. The reason is that it has that. Yes, it will make me jump and it will scare me, and it probably will make me feel for the characters, so it will immerse me.
Yeah.
But the reason I will like it more is that it has that feel of the 80s horror movie. Schlocky.
Yes, very much so.
Schlocky horror movie. So it's got some of the, oh, we're going to go have sex. Oh, you're going to die. Oh, no, actually, I kept you alive. That's okay.
Yeah. I love it if that was 80s horror movies. Like, we're going to go have sex. Somebody goes, oh, you're going to die.
Yeah. Oh, I got a pad that actually dictates how you die.
Pretty much. But but that's the thing. Again, it's the immersion of that game. Because I was talking to Brad. We were talking to Brad about this on Friday. He was saying how much he's enjoying the game. So he got it for Christmas. As part of his, he got a PS4 for Christmas. It's part of his bundle. And he was saying that he couldn't see points in the game where you could keep characters alive because it's so well done that you don't see any other way for it to happen. But actually, every single character can be saved or be killed at various points throughout the game, and you might not even spot. I mean, the first time I played, one of the characters died right like towards the end, and I didn't realise there was a point where I could have saved him because the thing I had to do it was so remotely disconnected from what I was actually, the situation I was actually in, that it didn't even register. We could, when you finish the game, it goes back and it's got like.
Oh, does it tells you where the points are?
It tells you what. It doesn't tell you specifically. It gives you vague hints around. If you just found something that might have explained this more, you would not have died. You know, that sort of thing. You might have been able to keep them alive. It sort of alludes to where you went.
And then
wrong.
you could have gone, oh, that. Or
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh shit, did that? I didn't even realise that was a thing. With that one, I was like, oh shit, that was a really weird way of doing that.
Well, sometimes I think it could be like these choose your own adventure games, though. Like one of the old Dick SDM things, the House of Hell one, where the only reason you died was because you chose to ring the doorbell instead of knock on the door or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that was it. Pretty much that changed the whole path of the game, based because you did that.
It's like those game books, wasn't it? Like,
That is
it was one of those.
Oh yeah, I didn't leave my page. Hang on.
Yeah, my thumb was on the page.
That's it.
That was it.
There was one of them. It was them playing it and sort of dictating, and they were typing out what they were doing.
I see.
But that's what it reminds me of. That's why I thought maybe it was like, oh, you could have kept the cheerleader alive if only you'd said hello instead of goodbye.
Had you said, I am a cheerleader instead of please cut my face off. Silly me.
How did I get that wrong? In hindsight, it's so obvious.
Yeah.
Right.
You didn't save the cheerleader. That doesn't bode well.
No.
So you couldn't have that in like other games. Like for example, I'm just looking over there, seeing like your Guitar Hero kind of drum set. Yeah, you could have won the audience if you hit a B instead of a C.
If you'd gone for a bass solo at that sweet point, is that what cool kids say? Please buy the fucking game.
Yeah,
Do you know
something that's got rave reviews and I've not bothered to pick up.
No. Do you think those games immerse you well?
Well, Guitar Hero. And,
Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
I find the reason I got put off getting the new Guitar Hero is that whilst it's meant to be very good, like apparently the Guitar Live, the TV channel.
There's nothing on there I know.
As a thing, the actual lineup that comes with the game isn't that great.
Right.
But the apparently there is like a GHTV or something which sort of
gives you other stuff.
I think it's a bit like an MTV channel, but it plays loads of different songs that aren't come with the game.
Oh, okay.
And you might not. I think you get to choose a particular channel, so it might be the rock channel or something like that.
Yeah.
But you'll get to play stuff that you wouldn't normally play.
Okay.
Even though you don't dictate exactly what song you want to play. But so that bit sounded interesting in a regard. But it was the fact that they'd scaled it all the way back and got gone back to one instrument. And,
That's what I quite liked.
and then part of me was like, well, what I loved about Guitar Hero was
just get drunk, get your friends round.
Yeah, it's a bit like SingStar. I mean, I hate karaoke normally, but I like SingStar because we've got friends together.
Oh, I love both.
Because it's hilarious.
But I mean, SingStar is probably one of the least immersive in terms of, because obviously you know you're playing the game.
But it's a party game though, isn't it?
But you do get into it, that's the thing. It's
But
immersive.
Buzz is fun for that as well. Like
Yeah.
Quiz games, that sort of thing.
They can be fun. And the scenic games to a lesser extent.
And you're in the movies, you play that?
I
It's
never did.
advertised by Burt Reynolds.
I really wanted to.
Apparently, it
really
didn't get good reviews, but the people I've seen that said that have played it said it was hilarious.
It was. I've got it. I think. No, I've still got it. Yeah, and it was very, very fun.
I'm thinking of Yoostar. I'm not thinking of You're in the Movies.
Which
I'm thinking of Yoostar 2, which is the one where you actually put yourself into the space of a person in the film.
Didn't you have to reenact scenes?
Yeah.
I thought that was you in the movies.
That is. I don't know because
You're in the Movies was like a try and run away from this thing, and
a little bit, yeah. And
you sort of it records you doing stuff, and then it
puts it into a film.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure there is one though. I'm sure there is one because I remember doing a Forrest Gump scene.
Yeah, Yoostar 2 is the one where you do proper
reenacting things, but you doing really, really bad impressions of.
That's it.
Yeah, you have to be Forrest Gump. You have to be the bench. Just have Tom Hanks lying on your face.
Yeah. Live is like a box of ass crack.
Life is like a box of chocolates. I shoot them out.
Wait a second.
Yeah. So what's like an example of a recent game that's kind of grabbed you and drawn you in?
Well, I think I've already mentioned it.
Yeah, Fallout 4 was a big one for you, as well.
But I mean, I could talk about other games that have really grabbed me and immersed me in the storylines. I mean, sure, it follows a lot of tropes, but it does it so bloody well. Is Red Dead Redemption? It's such an amazing, yes, it follows a spaghetti western style storyline of revenge and all that sort of thing, but it's done so well. I mean, I find Rockstar do storylines well anyway, in general. You know? I mean, even, I had a couple of gripes with GTA 5's plot, but it was still fun, and they went off with it, and at least it was well acted and all that.
Yeah. What about you, Mark?
It's not a recent game, but I recently started playing it again. It was Half-Life.
The first Half-Life?
Half-Life and Opposing Force. Not so much Blue Shift.
Okay.
But Opposing Force was my favourite one. And I don't know what, I don't even feel like I was really that immersed in it, but I remember playing it back when I was 12, 13, and playing it on on an actual PC. And it was just so it made me like when you had like the head crabs running around and jumping at you, and you flinch, so your mouse would go all over, and you end up looking up.
I've played Half-Life 2 and that since then, and got really into them. But I don't remember getting really into Half-Life 1. I had it.
Half-Life 1 I think I got stuck on a bit and then I never went back to it.
Yeah, I think same.
Then I played Half-Life 2 past that and loved Half-Life 2 and the episodes afterwards.
They're really good.
They were excellent.
I said opposing force.
And it actually made me go back to Half-Life 1 because of it. If you know
okay, yeah, fair enough. See, maybe that's where it is, because I remember I started with Half-Life, and my stepdad and I, we would play it, and we'd see who could kind of get further than the other one. So there was a little bit of that competitive element to it. But Opposing Force was probably my favourite one, even though it wasn't quite as long as Half-Life. It was kind of like you played an army guy hunting freemen.
Yeah. So my question was going to be: so you and your stepdad played, and you could see who'd got further than the other. If
like, what level
turn, surely that just carried on.
It just kept going.
So it's just take it in turns for a bit and then swap.
Yeah, pretty much.
Rather than see who can get further than the
other.
Yeah,
we had one PC.
I got to level 6. Well, I just played up to level 5, so of course you got further than me.
We have one PC. One PC, so the weekends he might give it a go. After school I'll give it a go. But
yeah,
it was good. It was good fun. I enjoyed it. But one game that has really recently got me, and I'm still far behind because I don't know. I've just kind of not had time to play much recently. Is probably Dying Light. I think I really enjoyed being able to just go on there, make your own weapons. The graphics were fantastic.
It really is a nice looking game.
And the bit that did scare the shit out of me as well on there was like you'd be standing on the bridge, like I don't know if you played it, but it'd be a bridge, there'd be like hundreds of zombies there. And it's never ending. I don't think. I think as soon as you kill one, another appears. But then when someone jumps into your game, the world zombies double. So it's like I'm running around like killing about 100 zombies, and all of a sudden there's thousands around me. It's like, what the fuck? Swing.
This is me for being a hermit, is that I get annoyed when someone joins my game. So I'm a bit like, no, because it's games that bully you into being cooperative.
Yeah.
That's when I hate it. I mean, if they offer you the choice and you can turn it off and all that thing, then fine. Yeah. But when they just go, this person, I'm trying to do something in a mission, and all of a sudden I have to do the co-op hide from the monster and destroy the nest thing.
Right, yeah.
And I'm sort of like, I'm in the middle of something right now. I don't
want to do that.
Yeah. Fine, eat my face 5 times. Okay, bye.
Me and my friend used to. I think I told this story before on one of the podcasts, but me and my friends used to play Diablo 2, and we used to be so desperate not to be bothered by people that we used to just start speaking in broken sycophantic German. So it'd just be like, they'd just go party. It'd be like, he merkt this party. Nein, no party. And he would just, and he'd try, and then sometimes they'd try and start speaking German back. So it's like, fuck, what do we do? So this guy actually legit speaks German. We're fucked. So we just change out to a different language completely.
Yeah. Couldn't you like just do friends only, or was that?
No, at the time I don't think it was either. It wasn't an option, or we couldn't find the option. So I don't know if that was what it was.
Could have been like back in the day. It doesn't surprise me that it was pretty much go offline and play with no one, or play with everyone.
Yeah, play with everyone or nothing. You can't have it both ways, you prick.
I mean, Unity was another game that annoyed me, which felt like it was bullying me into multiplayer.
Okay.
Where it was like you can unlock this good stuff, but you have to do these missions with people you've never met.
Yeah.
Who are just going to go up and just fuck around anyone.
You can have nice things, but you have to earn them.
Yeah, you have to do the things you hate to get these.
Like notoriously hates meritocracy.
I hate it when, like, for example, Siege. I've played recently, and
Rainbow Six Siege. Yeah.
Rainbow Six Siege. And one thing that really pisses me off with playing other people online is you always get that one dickhead that just thinks, "Oh, he's my teammate." Bang.
Yeah.
Bang. So he did it to me twice. He never killed me, but every time the game would start, I'd find his character with a shotgun, just shoot him in the face. And the thing with Siege is, you either quit out the game, or you've got to sit there and wait for everyone else to be killed or the game to be over. It can last like 15, 20 minutes. Yeah, one life. So it's like, well, there you go. Right, you're out of the game. That's what you get for shooting me. Yeah. Right, now let's play, guys. Yeah, but we're one man down. He's a cunt. He was on their side.
He's dead wood.
Yeah. He was a spy.
He was a terrorist.
But wait, we're the terrorists. Well, then
he was a member of Rainbow.
I get annoyed. What I get more annoyed by is when people get really sort of shitty about being shot. So like, I once played one of the Halos, I think it was Halo 3, and I was playing multiplayer with, I had some friends in a group, and we sort of joined a little party and then joined into a bigger game. And I accidentally shot somebody. Now, if he'd watched the replay, he'd have seen that I didn't do it on purpose. I was trying to shoot somebody, and he jumped down into the path, and I shot him.
And you shot him. Yep.
He then he spent about 2 minutes trying to kill me, failed because he wasn't very good, and then reported me and got me kicked. I was like,
really?
So, if he'd just killed me, I'd have been alright with that, because it's like, okay, fair enough, he killed me, I killed him, it's a bit of an accident, we all get on. But it's the fact that he was such a little bitch about it. I was like, what
He's probably 10.
Maybe. So,
that is the other reason I don't play multiplayer games. Is that I mean, I know I'm alright at games, but I know it just hurts my esteem if I'm getting my ass handed to me by a 10-year-old saying that they've done things to my mother.
Things are like...
Silly boy, I know you haven't, because she's right here with me.
There is
on my bed.
One guy... this got dark. There is this one guy, I've got to find the game he's playing, I can't remember what it was, but the way he trolled some guys, if you were the guys that were playing, then yeah, fair enough, I would be pissed. But as an outsider, this was hilarious. I can't remember what game it was, but it's one of those games where you literally spent hours like trying to get like a shotgun or trying to get decent weapons, decent armour. As soon as you die, you lose it all. It's all gone. And he hid everything in his backpack and just walked around in underwear. So he looked like a new starter. And then he knew that these two people were that had some really good stuff. So he like went knocking at their door, and they're like, "Hey man, like, what are you?" And he's like, "Look, I'm just new. I'm just trying to get a pistol or stuff like that. It's pretty dangerous out here." And they're like, "All right, yeah, come in. Right, okay. Have you seen that gun on the floor? Yeah, take that." And then all of a sudden, as they're like trying to give him all this free stuff, he just pulls out this rocket launcher, and then this slow music comes on, like a proper like opera. Like,
I'll bet
like Rust or something.
Okay, it might have been something like that.
No, I thought Rust is a bit like that.
Yeah.
I'll find the video and I will show it to you guys one day. But I just thought, you know what? You were a prick, but that was funny. So I don't mind.
You were a prick, but you were entertaining.
Yeah, I don't mind trolling if it's done.
The podcast on.
I don't mind trolling if it's done well. To be honest.
Yeah,
it was done very, very well.
It's like the Xbox sign out guys. Like that's clever.
Yeah, that's right.
If you're gonna do it cleverly. Don't just go.
But something, who's performed profanities with my mother.
Omer, stop it! Let it go! Stop it! I'm sorry I killed you.
Mind on playing World of Tanks on the PS4. How the hell are you playing?
Well, me and Omer, he and I play Battlefront, and so we just spend the whole time talking in. We got that stupid accent we put on. It's like, "Hello, friend. I'll shoot you with Star Wars gun." It's just like the idea that the stormtroopers know they're called Star Wars guns. I shoot you with gun from film we are in. Bang, bang, pew, pew.
Isn't it amazing?
We do that a lot.
Yeah. You just do different things with different people. Like I'll probably maybe do that with you, but there's this one guy, Max. We play Dying Light together. Yeah. And for some reason, we always turn into these homoerotic Germans. I have no idea. Well, we're all trying to go, "Oh, Joffrey, do the cold squats on the hard car ground. I shoot you in face, yeah."
Yeah.
Let me tongue punch your chocolate starfish.
Yeah, me and Omer had the. I think it started off as his sort of mock Turk accent, and it sort of I've just kind of appropriated it. I'm a shitlord.
Picking up gun, a gunning accent. Star Wars.
Hello, friend. I shoot Walker down with Star Wars gun.
That's the thing. All I do with Crouch is just talk incessant bollocks through him while I'm playing.
Well, I've watched you guys play fucking Mortal Kombat, and that's ball of shit. They'll hit him with a fucking, I think it's reptiles.
It's reptile force ball.
Ball of shit. Ball of shit.
Yeah. He was very annoying because he spammed that one move over and over again, but it was just funny to him go, "Ball of shit." And there's me not being able to do anything about it, I'll just be knocked left by
I mean, this is what is great about like a lot of videos now being able to be made by people. Like there's a Star Wars video of Battlefront, which I think is fantastic. Like when you get a certain amount of, you just pick it up, don't you? You can become one of the heroes.
Yeah.
And they're playing, I can't remember what level it is, but ice, snow, Hoth, thank you. And one of the guys is playing as a stormtrooper and has just decided stupidly to take a pot shot at Luke Skywalker.
I think I've seen this video.
And this guy is running towards him. And he manages somehow to dodge the first lightsaber hit. And just as Luke's about to finish the job of hitting with the second one, this walker just steps at him.
Yes. I think I've seen that video. It's made funnier by the fact that it has the music in the background, and it just goes.
But what's what's even funny is it steps on him once. It's like, oh, there's a dead loose Skywalker. Second foot, boom. Just to finish the job.
Yeah, because
we weren't quite sure.
It pulls up the first foot and he's like sort of just embedded. It's just like almost like he's embedded in the ice, like it's glitched out. And then the second one just goes boom.
And that's the end of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Vader survived.
So, on a related question, and then tying it back to the original question, do you think immersion is broken by bugs, or does it kind of is it okay if it's kind of a funny one?
It depends what mood I'm in. Like if I'm really, really like immersed, like I failed a bit so many times. There's a point you start getting frustrated. Then a bug happens. It's like, oh fuck it.
Yeah. Oh come on.
Yeah. If a bug is responsible for not progressing through a game, that will be.
Yeah. That's it.
Like I'm into game breaking.
I played.
Then I'll get very annoyed, and that will ruin my enjoyment of it. Because it's a bit like when someone breaks 4-4 in the film or something. You know, that sort of just takes you out of it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, then you're going to hate Deadpool.
Oh no! I love Deadpool because at least I know that's his thing. But it's but it's a bit like Unity. When I think I showed you a video of it. I was trying to climb a wall, but for some reason it glitched while I was climbing up this wall, and it was just showing me sort of just basically spinning my arms wildly like that. As if it's like a falling animation, but it was just stuck against the wall. But I sort of took humour at it, so I thought, I recorded it, uploaded it onto Facebook, and got to love these glitches. But it did mean I had to obviously come out of the game and it mean I had to reload from the last checkpoint just to do it again.
I had a clip. I was saying to you guys earlier, I was really gutted that it was one of the ones that I forgot to click save on in the Xbox. It just got deleted, and it was Watch Dogs. And I was driving along trying to evade the police, and I was enjoying that game a lot. And it was one of those things that just completely took me out of it. Was I slammed into a tree because I drive like a pillock, and then as I'm getting out of the car, I get chucked out because it's sunk into the ground. Like the car just slowly sinks into the ground, like, and I took a clip of it, and I don't have it anymore, which is really gutting because I was going to base an E14 piece around it. I can't do it the same way I wanted it. I've had to rewrite a big swathe of it because I can't use it. But yeah, it's. I find sometimes with bugs like that, it can sort of break the game for you and just sort of take you out of the experience. Like, New Vegas was a really bad one for that because I had a couple of ones that made me have to reload my save point. I don't mind dying when I get shot too many times, but when it's just like you drop off a cliff, your foot gets stuck in the cliff, and and the game doesn't know what to do because you can't drop. It just kills you. Yeah, and you're like, come on.
Yeah,
you've already walked about 10 miles before saving.
Exactly, yeah. This is it. You walk. New Vegas is quite sparsely populated, especially because I was in the DLC.
Yeah, as I said, it depends on the bug. Like, I mean, I loved walking into my settlement in Fallout 4, only to find there was a cow in my bedroom.
I had a great screenshot, which that one I definitely have saved. Is I'm in a house in the settlement, and there's just a bloke painting a wall, and there's just a Brahmin behind him as if scrutinising his work. It's just like, you better not be missing any edges.
I got 4 eyes, I can tell.
Am I in the desert? Because all I see is a fucking cowboy. Damn it, Brahmin, just calm the fuck down, alright? I'm almost done. You better be done.
Yeah, see, those sort of glitches I don't mind. I think the things that get me is when you're like jumping around. There's like games that I love to explore on, like I keep coming back to Borderlands.
Yeah.
I'll run around the entire map so that I've seen everything. And there's certain bits you try and see, and then you end up slipping for like a piece of scenery that has no solid edge. So you're in it, and you've got like, well, I can't get out.
Yeah.
I've got to kill myself.
There was actually a glitch in Skyrim where a person who gave you a quest would disappear under the earth, and you had to glitch the game out again to reach him to be able to get the next bit of the story. So you had to basically, like, it was really weird. You had to. He gives you the quest and he walks off, but unbeknownst to you, if you don't watch him, he'll just sink into the ground and drop out underneath the city.
I don't remember.
So how do you get to him?
You had to jump up onto a roof in the village.
Yeah.
Do that kind of super speed thing that will take you across the roof, like a big jump thing that will take you across the roof. And then you had to sort of run across a bit in a way and land on a certain point, and it would just drop you straight through, and then you could just see him and just be there. But there's nothing around him. There's like a big empty space.
Yeah, as if
you just walk over and be like, "Hello," and he'd be like, "What's up?"
So how'd you get back up? So you basically got to talk to him.
After that point, you can fast travel.
Oh, fair enough. That's fine.
But it's just like it just Didn't make any fucking sense.
Have you ever had a good glitch though, like Borderlands 2 again?
One would almost think you're a fan.
Well, yeah. There's the pirate DLC one, and at the very
Yeah.
end you've got the
I paid
the
for
vault
DLC, but
the vault monster, and once you kill him, you
Yeah.
then
I
you get to go
know,
through you get to go through doors and get to go into the vault.
the
things
little
like that.
treasure room. Yeah.
Yeah, but then once you come out of that, you can go back in,
Yeah.
and he'll be disappeared, but his body will still be it won't physically be there
Right.
because you can't see it; it's invisible.
Yeah.
But if you jump in the right places, you can jump up his body, even though it looks like you're standing on nothing,
Yeah.
and then you can jump up a wall because it treats it like a ladder.
Yeah.
You jump across another bit, then you go through a wall again. Then you're back in the vault,
Nice.
and you get to go rummage through that again, then fast travel back out, and then
Yeah.
go back in again. I love that sort of glitch, but if I'm honest, it did kind of ruin it because I got stupidly powerful too quick because I
Yeah.
kept finding really, really good weapons.
That was like the cave in Destiny when it first came out. Do you remember that one?
No, I played Destiny. I was in Australia and New
Oh,
Zealand
of
when that
course.
first came
Yes.
out.
Yes,
I
Destiny
never,
came
well,
out
I didn't know about the cave, and then all of a sudden I didn't find out about the cave until it got nerfed.
until they patched it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there used to be this cave where if you hung around it, you'd get quite high level monsters coming out.
Uh-huh.
Not stupidly high level, but high enough that you could kill them and get a decent amount of XP.
Yeah.
And they'd also drop decent items, which one of the big complaints about Destiny was that at the beginning, when the game first came out, certainly, nothing was dropping anything good. None of the monsters were dropping any good items except from this cave. So
Right.
actually, there were people who were exploiting the glitches to get good items, cashing them in and getting upgrades on the stuff they got, or using them and becoming stupidly powerful, stupidly fast. And then they patched it because they were like, oh, we don't want people to be able to get good items that way. And some of the people went, you don't seem to want people to get good items anyway. And that's why a lot of people don't play Destiny anymore.
I think grinding, if there's a point to grinding, I will do it. But
Yeah.
the reason I stopped playing Destiny was that I'd hit a wall. I was just basically going, so I'm killing the same bad guys in order to get a better gun to kill the same bad guys again.
Yeah.
And I was like, why am I doing this?
The DLC has
Paradox.
added a lot.
I've heard that's the case, but
I said I haven't bought any of the
for the
DLC.
sake of rebuying the Legendary Edition, I was like, oh.
That would be how I would recommend doing it. Is by
Yeah,
buying
I
it.
could just rebuy
It's a
that
lot
Legendary
cheaper.
Edition. It's a lot cheaper. You get the base game plus all the expansions.
Yep.
For the base set, because I think if you just bought the expansion pack, that's like
80
40 quid,
fucking
isn't it?
See, didn't they have a glitch as well on, like when House of Wolves first came out, and when you beat the main House of Wolves, they gave you a golden key, you had to find the chest.
Yeah.
But then, if you found the chest, then left the area and came back in, you could reopen that chest.
Yeah, probably.
They got rid of that not too long ago, actually, probably about 5 months ago, I think. Now.
Yeah.
But that was fantastic. But it was one of those games that, like you say, unless you ground and ground and ground and ground,
Yeah.
you never
Another
got
thing I
anything,
didn't
you
play a lot
constantly
with.
struggle.
I played with friends a couple of times, but apart from that, I didn't really play it an awful lot because I think a lot of people that were playing it were playing it at different times to when I was available. And I think that was what killed it for me in the end. Because I thought, I couldn't do the raids very often because I had to be with people and there just wasn't the.
Yeah.
And the teams were teams of 3. It was like, no. That's why I loved that Gears of War. Gears of War 3, I would constantly play board mode because it was a 5-player thing. That was fantastic. I ground at that, but you never got anything for winning apart from the achievement. Well done. You wasted half your life.
But that's like the original.
5-6%.
That's it.
That's a bit like the original Zombies mode from World of War. Like, I would have played the shit out of that all the time.
That was a fun game anyway.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter. Because you'll die, then you'll have nothing to show for it, but you'll enjoy it. You
Super Smash Brothers. Yeah, you might win. You might waste 4 hours, but you've lost all your friends because of it. Fucking hate you being Pikachu.
Fucking Pikachu.
He's the best.
So we've kind of wandered off topic, but this is.
I think we've summarised that Immersion is pretty much the.
That's the thing that we like is feeling that. I think that
it's escapism. It's why people love books. It's why people love films.
Yeah.
And I think the best thing to make, and that's why people are now recognising games as the medium that it should have been recognised as. Obviously, it's taken it took a while for it to get to this point.
it has, yeah.
You can't really lose yourself in Pac-Man, though, can you?
Yeah,
Well, you can lose yourself in it. I don't know about immersion, but you can certainly sink time into it.
Yeah. Oh, fucking Tetris.
I am that green block. Do you reckon that, on the subject, Gordon Freeman is a good character for immersion because he doesn't talk?
I don't know, because you had the same thing with Link. Like Link's vocabulary was like a really high pitched
Poor man's
Arnold
army.
Schwarzenegger. But once again, he never spoke. But I fucking loved the game. I thought I was so into it. But with Freeman, I suppose with Freeman, seeing it as first person, I felt like I was Freeman.
Yeah, but
And
the
even
fact that
though-
he doesn't talk means you can
You- you-
picture.
you-
Oh,
did say it,
I spoke to him, and I think most people just thought I was just a guy with Tourette's because I was yelling cunt at scientists for half.
Like, I mean, I hope.
I did better to my sat nav earlier.
I know there's a
Shut up, you silly bitch!
I had. Well, Gilbert Gottfried.
It's a left turn.
Gambling?
But it's a bit like what I think there's an article I read, and this is obviously I don't want any spoilers because I still haven't played 5 yet. But
Okay.
a lot of people like the idea of the Master Chief being them because yes, he did have spoken words in between like
But he's got no
cutscenes,
face.
but he had no face.
But
And
it's
for
a
the
face.
majority, and to be honest, the stuff he did say wasn't an awful lot.
No.
It was okay, let's go do this then.
Roger that.
Yeah,
Good
or
time.
whatever. But then you would spend, like in the battles, there's no talking in it at all. It's just Cortana talking to you or whatever.
That's what I quite like.
And I know that they, and I don't know if they, because I know they threatened revealing his face. I don't know if they actually have.
I haven't seen it. I've seen the video where it's John Cena, but that's
Yeah. And I mean, I've seen the bit where it sort of cuts away just as you were about to see his face.
Yeah.
But I don't
That's
know.
probably
if it
what
actually-
I hope
Probably
they never
wasn't
show a
it. I
face
haven't got it.
because I think that was.
But that's the thing. I don't think it needed a face. I think the only thing that people did whinge about is that there's a animation that came out called Fall of Reach. I think it is.
Yeah.
And that has him as a young cadet learning and before he
Oh yeah, I've
becomes
seen
Spartan.
that. Yeah.
It would.
I haven't actually watched it, but I've heard it's.
He'd
heard it's quite
lose
good.
something to me if I saw his face. He just seems a little bit more badass, just being this face.
Apparently, he's described in one of the books as well.
He's got a face.
Yeah, no, but I mean,
with a nose and eyes.
but no, they said they described it like facial features. So they said like whether he had freckles or whatever. But I can't remember.
Oh
exactly
my
what
god,
it
if Master Chief's ginger, the internet would be an open revolt, wouldn't it?
said. Yeah.
Come on!
No wonder he couldn't die and he kept getting called a demon. He's got no soul! I say that with a ginger beard.
But then again, as I say, I love characters that have character as well. Like I mean, you know, I have a lot of time for Solid Snake or you know, and their nonsensical plots.
Yeah.
And or Dante, you know.
Yeah.
Devil May Cry. I don't like the new one.
I like
The new one I did like. It took me. It was when I started playing it and I went, I know how this is going to end. Then I
go white.
basically this is basically going to hurt all the hurt people that were whinging about it. It's basically even going to end up with Grab Silver Hair anyway.
Yeah.
I was like, that's how it's going to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
But even with the mop landing on his head going, nah, not my look.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought it was good. I liked all the Devil May Cry games except 2, which was shit.
Which is because it wasn't supposed to be a DMC game. It just
Yeah,
got
I mean, I even enjoyed 4, even though it was a bit repetitive.
I think I played 2. I know I played
2
1.
was-
I played 3 when he was younger. Him and Virgil younger.
Yeah, 2 was a game that was just like a similar. It was Poor Man's Devil May Cry, and then they whacked the license on it because they realised it was a shit game and they needed to sell. And that's my understanding anyway. I don't know
Yeah,
if
first one's
that's
great.
right.
The third one is possibly my favourite one.
Third one's probably.
I thought it was a really, really good idea doing seeing it from both
From a
both
prequel,
sides.
like an origin story
Yeah.
almost. 4 was okay. It's probably out of the ones that I deem a proper Devil May Cry game, anyway, i.e. all of them except 2.
Yeah.
It's the weakest one. I enjoyed it.
I think the best Devil May Cry game is Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Certainly of that style. I think it should be
And
a great game.
what's his name? Is it Miyazaki or whatever? I'm sure he would agree with you.
Yeah, probably.
So he actually
Mikami.
he only made the first one, didn't he?
Shinji Mikami, yeah.
Yeah, Shinji Mikami. He only made the first one, and he doesn't really like the way the series went, did he?
Yeah.
But he loves Bayonetta. Bayonetta, the first one is great.
Never played it.
Obviously, I can't
Look,
speak. I can't speak for the second one.
If you like Devil May Cry, I think you'd dig it.
See, the only thing I didn't like about Devil May Cry is it did have that kind of, oh yeah, we could do something with this. Like when they released like this knight that kept popping up in Devil May Cry 1, then
Yes.
later it turned out to be your brother, and then they didn't really do much with it. And then in the third one, they're kind of like, hey, we can do something with this. Like let's make some more money.
Yeah.
Where they could have done something with it in one. Like I'm sure there was a film I saw recently that had the same sort of thing. It will come to me years from now, and and I'll finally get it.
Yeah, just be in the middle of your groom speech at your wedding and you're just like,
Ah,
that film!
fucking Batman.
There's this Dark Knight that keeps turning up and then there's this Bruce Wayne guy and I'm just like, they could do something with
Well,
it.
it's meant to be where you think when you first turned up, you think it's meant to be like a demonic version of Sparta.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm sorry, when you said that immediately after I just mentioned Batman, I was like, you think it's supposed to be Bruce Wayne? I was like, yeah.
Where's he going with this?
What's your point?
Did you finish Arkham Knight?
That was it.
I haven't even started.
Excellent. the first X-Men film that ever came out
Yeah.
was Wolverine and Sabretooth. And it's like there's no mention in that film whatsoever.
Yeah.
That they're like, they went. If you look at the later films where they went through wars together and things like that,
Yeah.
and in, like X-Men, they just didn't even.
No, the
look.
first X-Men, it just assumes you know who they are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's going like, you watch the 90s cartoon, you know.
You know who these guys are. I mean, I can understand if you want to go by, Wolverine had his mind wiped at this point, but Sabretooth would have known who he was. And anyway, that was it. I no longer have to. I can die happy. I remembered the film. It was
your wedding can go off without a hitch, so to speak.
I'm just saying, to save myself hours of explaining this conversation.
Even though I'd argue the combat with Bayonetta was far superior, I would actually say I prefer the plot storylines of the Devil May Cry game.
I must admit, I never played.
I'd say Bayonetta's storyline is fucking ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. I mean, for a Japanese action game, it's pretty sensible.
Well, yeah. Okay, I'll concede that. It's,
Why wouldn't somebody be able to make weapons out of her hair?
Yeah. Of course you'd have guns as
we don't need we don't need reason. We're Japan.
Of course you can shoot. Yeah, like you said. Of course you can shoot from your high heels. Why not?
This is what happens from like centuries of
repression. It's stupid, but it knows it's stupid, and it's fine.
It doesn't take itself so seriously. Games like that I can like. I never really got into it, but Sunset Overdrive. It never took itself seriously. It wasn't.
I enjoyed it. I hadn't. Well, no, it knows it sort of takes the piss out of itself all the time.
Pretty much.
That's a game that breaks the fourth wall quite a lot.
Oh yes. I'm a bit amazed there's a fourth wall left.
I must admit, I only gave it a couple of hours, and I was like, I'll come back to that again.
I never came back to it, but as I said, I quite liked it.
I enjoyed what I will go back and do it.
I finished it. I liked it.
It's the problem with having too much of a backlog of games.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah, but that's immersion for you. Harder to do when you've got a big backlog of shit.
And now we're back to where we started.
We are. And on that note, I'm going to wrap the Gamecast up. So thanks to Marc Cummins.
Cool.
And Blake Harmer.
Portal 2 was also good.
Yes. Yes, indeed it was. I've been your host, Rob Wade. If you like our E14 things, you can find us on emotionally14.com. We're on Twitter, YouTube and Facebook at emotionally14, digits not letters. We have 2 series on iTunes, the Gamecast and the Crazy Train. I'm on Twitter at Rob Wade Vision. You can also see generally if I'm playing a game, I might tweet out about it. But I usually Facebook message you, don't I?
Yeah, most of them.
I sent one on an unrelated note the other day. I sent Blake a text talking about some sort of article, and then I said, "Cool, I just cut Hermes' legs off," and he instantly knew I was talking about God of War 3 without me having to say anything.
Thank God for that. I actually thought you had an old man called Hermes in your bathtub.
My man, Rich.
My patella. Anyway, so
three legs of
legs of pecs.
So,
thank you for listening, and check us out on iTunes. Peace.
Peace.
Xbox, turn off. Oh, it's not here, is it? I'll just